You are listening to Mining Stock Education, where you'll learn from the top leaders in the natural resource sector and uncover quality mining investment opportunities.
Now with these results, we've increased the mineralized footprint of the deposit by 330 meters, which is over 20% of the overall deposit footprint. So, as we continue to explore there and start connecting the dots out there, this could be a very significant result and area for us to grow this deposit.
Visually, what we're seeing coming out of these holes is what we were hoping we were going to see. We don't know if the assay results will give it to us going forward, but I just want to remind everybody, most of our results aren't in yet. We're over halfway through our program for the summer, but of course we're backlogged, 6 to 8 weeks with these assay results. We're going to have a lot of results between now and year end.
Welcome back to Mining Stock Education. I'm your host, Bill Powers. Today's show, we'll be getting an update from Fury Gold Mines, who put out excellent results at their Hinge Zone a few days ago. So I'm speaking with CEO Tim Clark, as well as Bryan Atkinson, the Senior Vice President of Exploration. Bryan, could you kind of talk us through these Hinge results that you put out? What was the goal of this program? And would you define the current results that you put out as success? And what are the next steps, please?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Bill. These results are fantastic. The goal of this program was to go out and follow up on the hole 41 results from last year, which was 3 meters at not just shy 9.4 grams in the Hinge Zone, and go out and just see what sort of scale we could add to that. And now with these results, we've increased the mineralized footprint of the deposit by 330 meters, which is over 20% of the overall deposit footprint. So, as we continue to explore there and start connecting the dots out there, this could be a very significant result and area for us to grow this deposit.
And do you have holes that are pending in between what you've seen in the Hinge Zone and the Eau Claire Deposit?
We're currently drilling 2 holes following up on this result. Plus, we've got another hole that's another 100-meter step out to the west from the results from hole 47 that we just put out. So really exciting stuff. We've kind of really keyed into the sweet spot of the fold hinge now, and our targeting is really advanced going forward. So, our hit rates and success, intercept-wise, should be looking good going forward as we continue to follow up on this.
Bryan, so I'm not a geologist. There's many listeners that are not geologists as well. But when I read a press release and it says a plunging anticline, that can be intimidating. But then when you actually just see it visually, it's not that hard of a concept to understand, is it?
No, it's quite simple, in fact, right? I know some of the nomenclature can be a bit intimidating for sure, but it's basically just a fold structure. So take a piece of paper and fold it, without creasing it, and have it plunge, point down in one direction. So it's a really nice geometry. Hinge zones are really great for concentrating ore fluids and mineralization. So as we move forward, right from the concept of our first discovery of this, control on the mineralization late last year, going forward, we've been really excited about exploring this Hinge zone as we go down, just because of how it can concentrate the gold and that there.
And so if I read your press release right, you're hitting on one side of the hinge or the anticline, and you're going to test the north limb. So walk us through what are you trying to accomplish there?
Well, basically the entire Eau Claire deposit, so the 1.27 million ounces that are defined there between the inferred and measured and indicated, all sit on the south limb of this anticline. As we've had success drilling at the hinge, it's really opened up the north limb to exploration, and it's got the right rock types. It's in the right structural setting. So we've got 3 holes pending into the north limb, and basically that could blow this whole resource wide open if we have success out there.
And Tim, your thoughts on the results that you've put out? You've been busy working the corporate side of the business. Bryan's overseeing the geological side. I came here because I thought we had a great team and our geologists really punch above their weight. I'm hearing that from other corporates as we present our results to them. And I was up at site about 2 weeks ago. It's a great operation. I think when you step onto these sites,
You can tell right away if they're organized, what kind of culture the people are there. Everybody's jumping in and enthusiastic. We're getting, visually what we're seeing coming out of these holes is what we were hoping we were going to see. We don't know if the assay results would give it to us going forward, but I just want to remind everybody, most of our results aren't in yet. We're over halfway through our program for the summer, but of course we're backlogged, 6 to 8 weeks with these assay results. We're going to have a lot of results between now and year end. And it's not the only way we can win here. We've got multiple projects going. We've got a big ownership in Dolly Varden, which we're really excited about. We're trying to push forward with doing more drilling or setting up drilling on the Eleanor South joint venture. I think given our valuation where we are right now, we're trading at half the peer group, and gold's starting to move again. And as we go into the fall, we typically see a seasonality uplift in September. We're excited where we are. We're excited to see results coming. And this is the first batch of results we put out. So from an investment point of view, I'm really enthusiastic. And, truthfully, it's been a year of working the company and really defining our strategy. And it's really nice to see it coming together. And Bryan and his team, a lot of hard work goes into these things. A lot of hours spent struggling that investors don't see. And it's really nice that we're starting to get what we were hoping.
So we're looking at 3 months of solid news flow at least then. Would that be accurate if I could summarize part of what you said?
I think we'll be seeing it through the fall. Yeah. So it's, Bryan, what do you think? If it's through a year end, or is this November kind of as we go through it? I think a lot of it depends upon how much we, keep drilling after September. The goal here is to keep drilling. So, we could have continuous flow of information for quite some time.
Bryan, do you use the XRF gun? Just a question of curiosity. If the drill results are coming back a little slowly, do you use the XRF gun and scan the core to kind of see what you have before you send it off to the assay lab?
We definitely do, and that's really helped us define the stratigraphy as we're going forward in it. The one downside of XRF is it's not really reliable for gold results itself, and Eau Claire doesn't have a lot of pathfinder elements associated with the gold, but it really lets us know that we're drilling to the right rocks and cutting the stratigraphy that we want. And it's really, the XRF data is really what drove us to the Hinge concept and the success we've had in these holes.
Okay. Well, we'll be keeping an eye on the results. A lot forthcoming, as you've heard here today. Website is furygoldmines.com, and ticker symbol in Toronto and the States is Fury, Fury. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me for an update today.
Thank you, Bill.